How do you tell when you're ready to adopt? When you feel stable, at home and you're living in a stable environment and you feel like you're ready to expand your family, it's kind of like making a decision to have a child, right? You're now deciding to bring someone else into your life that's going to be dependent on you. And they do need a little extra care. Dogs need a little more attention than cats, so you have to plan to have that time to take the dogs out, take the dogs to the park. I would say you have to be mentally prepared to have a dependent in your life. And it's going to be a long-term dependent. If it's a dog you adopt as a puppy, you're going to have it for probably 12 years or 15 years. If you adopt an older dog, it's less of a commitment, of course. But you should always, when you adopt a dog, a lot of people don't know what to look for when they adopt a dog. And you really want to try to match the dog personality with your personality. So if you're a low energy person, you probably want a low energy dog. You don't want a crazy, wild, high energy terrier like this guy over here. He's a great dog, but he's a high energy dog. So I would say young, very active people who are into sports and the outdoors, get yourself a very young, high energy dog. If you're a bit older, or you're like me, or a little bit chill and relaxed, you want a more low energy dog that can kind of go on hikes with you or go lie around the beach. The other thing you want to be cautious with is the size of the dog compared to the size of space you have at home. So if you have a small apartment, you probably want to get a small dog. If you live in the city, you probably want to get a small dog because they don't need to go out quite so much. You could set up pee pads in the house. The bigger dogs obviously need bigger space. The flip side of that is the bigger dogs tend to be a little bit lower energy. The Great Danes are a bit lower energy than Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are super high energy. So Great Dane actually don't need quite as much space as some medium-sized dogs because they're a bit lazy, you know? Yeah, so you gotta kind of know your breeds, you gotta know the personalities, know your own personality, and just find that match. And you talk to the shelters because they know how to match dogs too. They can figure out your personality and match the dog to your personality, yeah. How much does it cost to raise a dog? It depends on the dog itself. Some dogs that, you know, if you have a disabled dog, it's going to cost you a bunch more, right? I think the average dog will cost you about 40,000 NT a year. Yeah, I'd say about $1,000 to $1,500 a year it would cost you to raise a dog. And that's for food, for regular vet visits, things like that, yeah. And maybe the occasional replacing slippers or sneakers. They do like to chew, yeah.